What is good, everybody? This is your guy Manny. This is the Talking Sports with Manny channel. So today we're going to talk about Brian Robinson Jr., draft pick with the 98th pick of the third round. Mind you, this was the third round pick that Washington was able to acquire by trading down from 11 to 16. I wanted to really watch who are they going to get with this third and fourth round pick that they acquired. They drafted running back Brian Johnson Jr. from, you guessed it, Alabama. So I'm going to go ahead and run my intro, and we're going to get into this video rather quickly because this is a pretty interesting one right here. While I set everything up, what is up with Washington and Alabama players? If you go to Alabama, you have a 95% rate getting drafted by the Washington Commanders. It's just amazing to me that this happened before Ron Rivera, and it continues to happen while Ron Rivera is running the team. But hey, as long as you're drafting good players, as long as you're drafting winners, I am all for it.
Commanders fans, where we at, Commanders? Where we at? Yeah. With the 98th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select Brian Robinson Jr., running back, Alabama. Oh, yes!
Look, I actually love this pick. This was actually a pick that I was excited about because I love the first round pick. The second round pick, I'm like, I don't know. But the third round pick, I really loved it because I felt that the Washington Commanders really needed a true, pure running back. Gibson is good. Gibson is good at a lot of different things, but several different things he's not good at, like getting those tough yards. Okay? Check this video out right here. Look at this. Short down situation. This is the guy that moves forward. He does not move backwards. He moves forward. We're going to get into the stats for this guy, and we're going to break down what he does rather well. But one thing that we do know that he does well is get the tough yards. He's a pure running back, like I've mentioned, and I'm excited to have this guy part of the team. I'm glad to have this guy as part of the team. I got more videos. I got stats to break down. This is going to be a fun video, and I'm actually excited to have this guy part of the team. Look at this. Tough running, man. He identifies the hole, and he hits it tough. You know what I'm saying? He has decent speed. He does have some receiving upside, believe it or not. He does have some receiving upside. You're going to see when we get into it. But he gets some tough yards. He's 6'2", 225 pounds. They say that he identifies with quick penetration, plants, and jump cuts to the perimeter. So he's just not just a guy that just goes through the middle. He can get outside a little bit. Like I said, this guy right here produced in college. This is not just a regular old running back. And for him to get third round capital, it tells you what the scouts actually thought of this guy. You have to look at the running backs that are selected in the second, and then look at the running backs that are selected in the third round. The third round is a sweet spot for running backs. It just getting a guy like this, right, to add to this offense just tells me that the team is interested and excited to, get this thing going offensively. Like we've invested in defense. Now you're starting to add some pieces to the offensive side of the ball, and I'm excited about it. Yes, it's good to have offensive linemen, guards, and tackles. It's time to start getting some skill position players. You get a running back, you get a wide receiver in the first round. I would love to see a tight end being added to this team, and just to continue to make this this offense a little better. All right, let's.
I watched his growth as a running back, from year one to now, and just kind of took his game to the next level in the NFL. I watch all the guys, that came through Alabama. It was like my brothers now, because we kind of went through the same process. We have respect for each other, based on our experience at Alabama. So it's good, watch those guys so I can know what they expect when I'm stepping into that position.
Now, guys, let me tell you guys something about Brian Robinson. This guy played behind Josh Jacobs. He played behind Najee Harris and Damien Harris. And these are guys that are in the NFL that are really, really good running backs. Alabama produces really good running backs. They might not be Pro Bowl caliber running backs sometimes, but they are really, really very, very good running backs that could possibly be, potential starters for years and years and years. So he's one of those guys. I don't know how good he's going to be. He could be definitely better than Damien Harris, who's, had a great season last year for the Patriots. He might not be Najee Harris level. He has a potential to be as good, if not better, than Josh Jacobs, believe it or not. Even though Josh Jacobs had a better draft capital, Najee Harris had a better draft capital, but you have to look at the class. Who came in that year? What was the needs of the team? I think that Brian Robinson has a chance to lead this backfield, especially, with Gibson's fumble issues. He's a true, pure running back. And look, I'm excited for him. You get into the goal line situation. This is what you're going to get out of this guy. Like I told you guys, he goes forward. He does not go backwards. And this, look, having a short down running back, it just bodes well. It bodes well. Like I said, I got tons and tons of videos. This is Brian Robinson Jr., and this is what you're going to be getting from this guy. Like I said, running back, 6'2", 225 pounds, senior, meaning he played 4 years. He got to learn. He was on one of the best teams in the world when it comes to college football. Alabama produces winners. Here's another video. Look, I told you guys, he has some receiving upside. Do not sleep on this kid. There's another play where he catches the screen pass and goes to work. Another screen pass. Look at that. Look at that. He got some wiggle to him, man. He got some wiggle to him. I'm excited to have this guy part of the team, man. Okay, we're going to have fun with this one. So let me go over the stats real quick. In his senior year, which is where he got the bulk of his work. He actually played 5 years. But he was a redshirt freshman. My bad. He had a freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, senior year times 2. He has some eligibility. I'm not really sure about how that goes to where people can get eligibility. I'm gonna leave that alone. But at the end of the day, he did play his main senior year, where he had 271 carries for 1,343 rushing yards, 14 rushing touchdowns. I told you guys he has some receiving upside. You guys have seen it in these clips. He had 35 receptions for 296 yards receiving and 2 extra touchdowns. So this guy right here had over 1,600 yards from scrimmage, and he had 16 touchdowns. Brian Robinson Jr., I'm excited about the pick. I would have been fine with Zamir White as well, but I am definitely excited about this pick. This is my time. This is the Talking Sports with Manny channel. Please like, please subscribe, and please share. I will be coming back later on to drop videos about the 4th round picks and so on throughout the rest of the draft. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will catch you guys on that next video. Peace.